it comes to designing a room, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is skipping space planning. But this is crucial. TAM Stone with TAM Stone Interiors filled me in on scale and flow. Okay, so it's one of those things where you just don't go out to the furniture store, you buy stuff. You really do need to plan things out before you do that.
You know, honestly, that's the biggest mistake you can make is to go out to the furniture store and go, I love that, and bring it home, because typically you're looking at something with 20-foot ceilings, no walls, and nothing confined in your space. And so what looks like it might be appropriate size once you get it home, it no longer fits in your room.
Okay, so what should we do?
Okay, so the first thing that you need to do when you're doing space planning, you can do it by hand, draw it out on graph paper, or there's really simple programs online that you can plug into as well.
So you want to start with your vision.
Yeah, you start actually with your background of what you want to do with your space, but then you want to measure, and you measure twice, measure 3 times, whatever it takes, because it's kind of like the old adage that you measure twice, cut once. Same thing here, you want to get this right. So take all of your measurements and then start meticulously drawing out your space. Gather your pieces together and get your space drawn out. Now you need to think about your space and how you're going to use it.
Okay.
So what are the traffic flows? If you've got something like a kitchen, I actually have a couple of kitchens here that I've put together, and you want to make sure that you have enough space for traffic flow. You want to make
people to walk by and to feel comfortable. You don't want things to be too crowded.
And you need to think about if your space is multifunctional. So, you know, maybe 6 days of the week or 6.5 days of the week, it's just you and your family, but if you entertain on the weekends or something like that, you need to make sure that there's enough additional pass-through space to accommodate additional times, or maybe you have multifunctional furnishings like tables that break out into other kind of pieces. So you plug all of those pieces in. So when you draw it out, there are sometimes some cute little tools if you're doing it by hand. These little things will make a bed for you, or sofa, or stuff like that already. You can just trace it in, and then or you can make them on little pieces of paper and then physically move them around the space. Of course, on a computer program, you can actually just move the item with your mouse.
Yeah, which makes it very, very easy. Of course, you know, getting the hang of the computer program may take you a little bit longer.
Yeah, and some of them are, you know, that's obviously a very simple program here, and it was not hard to move things around. The nice thing about the computer programs is also they'll often have like a little ruler measure that will allow you to go, what's the measurement from here to here?
That's perfect.
And you know, okay, you've got 3 feet 6 inches. That's 42 inches, and that's a good pass-through space to have. Once you start playing around, you might not know what is a good space to have. And so you can Google online and find information about how much space you should have in hallways between your coffee table and stuff like that.
Perfect.
Also, you can get books. This is the one from my design
right here.
Curriculum. Yeah, it's a great one if you're going to be doing a lot of this for whatever reason. It has everything you could ever imagine, from counter heights to how much space you need, ADA specifications, everything.
Perfect. Well, Tam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.